Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, hey!
It's me, William!
Okay, it's
William here!
Right? Of course,
sad as can be!
It can only be William, as you know, because this is because only William doesn't watch, because it's only me and William that watches Super Sentai, because we don't want to put our friend Tariq through the pain and suffering of having to watch the Sentai season.
Yep, and it would seem especially cruel if Tariq had to do that through a bunch of things in his life going tits up and being on fire, like another car breaking down, or people being hospitalized, or is just having to deal with a lot of shit right now, but that's why I, William, I'm right here, ready to...
But that's the good thing about you, Will. You don't pry into Tariq's private life, because you're a respectable person, and you think it would be very wrong to pry and know what is going on in his part. So you don't pry into, and you don't know anything is going on in Tariq's life right now, you know?
Yep.
So it's perfectly okay for you.
I'm gonna make sure that I just follow my responsibilities and don't let anybody else have to pick up the slack when I'm fucking up in my stupid, sad life. God, I suck.
Hey, look, don't worry, but don't say that out loud with the thin walls you're at right now.
That's true, otherwise my roommates will beat me again. Every night they say, hey, shut up, nerd, and they kick me, and they spit on me, and they take away my toys, and they say no Legos for you, these are our Legos now, and they steal my lunch money, and they keep hitting on my mom, and I say, hey, leave her alone, stop hitting on my mom, and they say, no way, cuck, you're gonna get a new daddy now. It's really mean here.
Is that your story?
Yep, and that's absolutely 100% true. Even if I ever come... There's no way that I, William, would ever come back and say that anything to the contrary is what is happening. Nope, this is my life. My sad life.
I mean, look, we're having it on audio recording of you saying these things, you know? So that way when you come back, you can vouch for these things, like, because you were here to say it and record it, you know, right?
Yep.
But nothing bad could ever happen, right?
Just like how I don't trust the darkies.
As in the Dark Black Ranger of Inu, brother.
Yep.
In our weekly unnamed tokusatsu podcast series on Avataro Sentai Donbrothers, a weekly discussion here on a person who respects Tariq's privacy, and joined by my friend William. That's you, William. A person who is probably drinking from lead piping as we speak, as we discuss the latest Super Sentai season, Avataro Sentai Donbrothers, episode 23. The dog becomes a dog. Alright?
So, I'm William, and I absolutely know what's going on. But, again, as was explained last episode, I'm suffering from debilitating brain damage. Much like Iki and Kamen Rider Revice. You should watch you should listen to our Kamen Rider Revice reviews. It'll make me happy, because I'm not in it. But if I remember correctly, I thought that the whole issue was that the Momo Rider, or whatever the fuck he's called, Kiji brother and Inu brother had this whole thing where they thought they were both fucking the same woman. Why are there two women now? Who's this new bitch that is scared to take off her shirt in the pool?
Okay, so I mean, as you remember from the series, right? Inu brother was dating Natsume. Right? His hot fiance, you know? And then one day, she disappeared through a black hole, right?
Oh, that's pretty extreme.
Yeah, alright? And the monster that said it said, you get to see her again in 1 year.
Right.
You know? Like 1 year on the dot. You know, right?
Okay. So it's been a year?
It has been more than a year, you know? Right? But in the meanwhile, Kiji brother married this hot woman named Miho.
Yeah.
Right? And his entire personality right now is the fact that he tells people he has a hot wife, and that's it.
Yep.
That is his actual entire character personality at the moment.
I see
he
now.
Is that much of a he's that much of a fucking loser.
Unfortunately, because I'm so stupid, so I didn't remember that was actually just a flashback of the Inu brother learning how to swim, and so it's the past. Because I was really confused, because I thought she was still lost in that black hole, but then she showed up at the beginning. But I guess she's dead. I guess she's still missing. No girl for him. Oh well.
Yeah. And so then we found out that with Miho Natsume is that she's possessed by the devil.
What?
Or some shit. Yeah, so... Right, so, hey, so as you know, right, remember, William, nobody knows who the fuck the main villain in this show is at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, at first we thought it was the Ultraman with the Cerebins, and then we found out that no, it wasn't, and that the Cerebins are actually protecting the world from the bestials and everything, right? Right, and then we have a fucking Shark Ranger that shows up every other episode to do something.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's as you remember from Don, right? So you know how we have Don Momotaru, right?
Yeah, but now we have Don Goku or whatever. Don Dragon.
No. Yeah, no, that's another Don. We also have Don Masasume.
Muramasa?
No, it's another fucking name pun, right? Because he's based on
Don Munemasa?
Yeah, right? But he's a shark, so they use the word for shark in his name, right?
Oh, Don Masasame?
Yes. So he's based on Murasame, but he's a shark, so they use the word same, right? That's the word for shark, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't know, because I'm William.
Unlike Tariq, who has taken Japanese lessons, you know, right, and knows all stuff about Japanese history and words.
Sure, right? Yeah. Let's really blow smoke up Tariq's ass. Tariq knows all the things. He's totally on top of it all the time, and doesn't feel like his brain is dripping out of his fucking ears every time he tries to go back into Japanese.
Yeah, but Don Murasame, where the fuck, is a whole fucking word pun or some shit.
Yeah, right? Well, Murasame is there's Muramasa, and then it's a Same, is a shark. That's basically it. I think that's really all that it is.
Right, yeah. But no, look, he doesn't show up this episode, so that doesn't really fucking matter. So anyway, hey, it's a guy who wants to study, right, and demands peace, purposely go to a fucking loud coffee shop and then complains about it.
Yeah, just like anybody to Starbucks. Shh, this is my library.
Why are you all so loud, you know, right?
Yeah, well, if only their walls were thinner. He's not even trying to record a podcast, and he's complaining.
Also, I love how when they cut to the scene of people in this fucking coffee shop being loud, they cut to the keyboard, right? And it's just a person just slamming the keyboard like in any TV shows where a character has to use the keyboard, right? Like they're just straight up pressing random keys.
Yeah, he's cracking the code.
Look, he's in, you know, right?
Yeah.
Like any 80s hacker in a movie, he's like, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in the system.
I gave them the skull-shaped virus, and now it's working, and now it's gonna attack them. It's gonna take out their mainframe and slice their Ethernet.
Right? That's what every hacker in every 80s movie said, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he transformed into a fucking... So, alright, so, boy, it's really early in the episode. Right?
I, William, don't know what this is, but also, I bet that if Tariq saw this, he would also go, what the fuck is this? Because it still doesn't make sense.
Alright, so this week's enemy, this week's Hisotsuki, is based on Geki Ranger, alright? The martial artist season, alright?
Was that RPM?
Right, so, no, that was Go Hunter. That was the season where they fought pollution with cars.
You mean Turbo?
No. That was the other Cars season where they fought pollution with cars, alright?
You mean Operation Overdrive?
No. That was the season where they just straight up fought random wiggly monsters, you know.
Lightspeed Rescue.
No, that's the way they just save people from
There's a lot of vehicles, right? I'm realizing in Sentai. Everything's a car.
Hey, look, cars sells, you know, right? Kids love cars.
Cars sell unless you're Tariq, and then you don't get a car. And every time you drive a car, it kills itself. It just snaps its fucking, it breaks its fucking arm or its wheel and just says, I give up, and hey, I don't care if there's a storm happening and it's raining really heavily. I'm gonna stay right here and not move, and you're gonna stay in this car and die of heat exhaustion.
You can always do with people who don't have stuff. They can launch a GoFundMe, right? And then say in the GoFundMe that they got kicked out by their parents for liking, for talking about Trump or some shit.
Oh.
Boy, hey, real quick, William.
Yeah.
Did you ever read that story about that girl who launched a GoFundMe, right? For saying that her parents kicked her out of her house for going against Trump?
That's fucking wild.
Right, and then she got like 100,000 in like GoFundMe dollars or something, right?
Yeah, GoFundMe bucks.
Yeah, right. And then in the end, it just said that she made up the whole fucking conservative parents story just to see what would happen.
It was a social experiment, bro. Calm down.
I mean, hey, she got a college. She got college money that semester. You know.
Oh boy, that's real fucked up, honestly. I bet Tariq could use some of that money so he could deal with his car thing.
Hey, just say that your car killed itself because you said it didn't like Trump. You know, right? Well, I'm gonna look for this story as we talk about this.
Anyway, so everybody shows up and decides to attack this fucking dude from Geki Ranger, I guess, and he yeets the shit out of the dog ranger.
Let's see if
this episode's all about kicking dogs.
Okay, you know what? This is actually a lot for me to read. So I tried to look up GoFundMe, Trump, cell phone, by getting a bunch of different results.
Well, if you remember, the GoFundMe was also for the build the wall function, so that was a whole thing. So that's probably the more likely thing that's going to come up.
The search results are very skewed right now, so this is not good. Alright, so I can't find this. Anyway, it's Thursday. So this week's episode is based on Geki Ranger, right? The Kung Fu season. And so, like always, every week, the fucking Hisotsuki and how they relate to every season is a big fucking stretch that no one can figure out. So the best I could come up with this episode is the fact that it was based on Geki Ranger, the Kung Fu season, right?
Yeah.
Is that in martial arts you need concentration, I guess?
I mean,
right, to do, and this guy couldn't concentrate to write his stupid law midterm paper, right? So I guess that's the correlation, you know. Like I said, these connecting themes every week is very bad and very loose. Like you gotta take what you can get, you know, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, and honestly,
and look. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like no, this is... Wait, Jungle Fury was a car-based? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
What? Okay, so Geki Ranger was the Jungle Fury season. And Jungle Fury, you know, I don't think you should be allowed to call a series Jungle Fury if you're gonna have robot cars. That seems pretty stupid.
There was no robot cars in Jungle Fury. I don't know.
I thought you said it was they used cars to fight pollution.
No, that's Go Under. That was RPM. That's RPM.
Okay.
We're talking about RPM.
Well, they're saying that Geki... Okay, so Geki Ranger is... Okay, alright. So Geki Ranger is... They used stupid animals and did shit. Okay.
Yeah. And Geki Ranger, you need to concentrate in order to do your kung fu, you know, right?
Yeah.
Right? But this guy can't concentrate.
Yeah, they keep interrupting him while he's... Anytime somebody makes a noise, he loses his boner while he's trying to masturbate in the fucking Starbucks. Right.
Yeah, in a public space that he purposely walked into and knew what was gonna happen, you know, right?
Just like the library hobo. Why are you guys talking? Why are all you kids talking? I'm trying to become a stranger danger here.
Right? Let me use this public library computer to look at porn, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, somehow, after they kick the shit out of the dog ranger... he just gets shit on by a couple of high school girls and also can't transform back.
I think it's funny as fuck. He literally gets rocks thrown at them, which is great.
Also,
right?
I think it's kind of weird that, for whatever reason, they look at him and go, wow, a dog. That's what you see? You see a dog? Really? You think that's a dog, huh?
Right.
I've never seen a fucking dog look like that. If I saw that, and I would fucking scream, I'd have thrown rocks real fast. The minute it turned around and had a gun, I would have said, holy fuck, that's a thing with a gun. We're being invaded. Like, this is an alien. Dude looks like fucking Invader Zim. With a giant-ass fucking head.
Right? I love also how the fucking, they're like, oh, a talking dog. Let's throw rocks at it, you know, right? Like, their first reaction after seeing a talking dog was they immediately throw rocks at it.
Well, talking dog in America means that it might be Tim Allen. Talking dog now in Japan means that it's probably a yokai, so, you know.
Oh, that's right. That is true. We gotta throw rocks at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we go to our favorite... favorite character stuck in DigiJam.
Yeah, the prisoner. Prisoner 4512.
Right, Jin, I think is what this guy's name is again.
Sure.
It's been a while.
Also, I never realized, well, you talk about Jin. Trust me, William, with my intense drinking problem and substance abuse issues, will always talk about Jin, but you talk about Jin.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure this character's name fucking Jin, Kaito. Who the fuck are these Kenji? No, who the fuck are these characters? That's the police. Jiro's childhood friend. Okay, boy, look, none of these fucking characters are showing up correctly as the. Okay, let's see. Here's Taro. All right, Taro was raised by fucking Jin. Yeah, I was like Jin. Yeah, there we go. Right, the guy who's stuck in DigiJail for no reason. That they still haven't explained why he's in DigiJail.
Well, wait, have you seen him? He was probably in the library looking things up on a public computer. That's what it was. That's right? What that man... He has that exact look. He looks like he was taken straight from the library because people were breaking his concentration while he was trying to J.O.
Right, yeah, so he tells that he's cursed by a dog.
Yeah, this dead dog that got hit by Truck-kun, that's you now. That's your life.
Boy, hey, it's really... So here's the funny thing is, right? So this is the... So we're in episode 23, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's only been 3 episodes now where we had another plot that involved a person getting hit by a truck.
Oh.
We had this exact plot element 3 episodes ago with another character.
Oh, well,
where she died.
Truck-kun's out there. Truck-kun's always out there taking lives. I just think it's interesting also at episode 23 that we're now actually... So they've shown Inu Brother before as, like, in his practical form. Like, it's not just his disgusting CGI nonsense. But it also turns out that he's disgusting and practical, too, because when they show his boots, and I'm using the term boots loosely, you see that they're, like, weird, like, haunches, like a dog's feet, which basically just makes it look like he's wearing reverse heels, which is really weird and stupid.
Yeah. I mean, actually, they actually don't CGI Inu Brother the entire episode. They actually do switch to puppetry.
Yeah, but the puppet also can't move its neck. So it just, when it has to be a puppet, it just picks up its whole... It's like Batman Forever, or the one with Val Kilmer, where he didn't have any neck room for his cowl. So he couldn't move his head, so he has to move his whole shoulders if he wants to look left or right. It's fucking...
it's hilarious.
It's fucking Muppet. Hilarious. It's basically just an oversized Sentai Muppet.
Yeah, it's literally like the fucking, like a Team America puppet. That's what this thing is. It's actually hilarious, right? Because they thought they were going to save money this season by not, we don't need to hire a suit actor.
Yeah, we could... You know what would have been really smart? If they had just hired a child suit actor. Just get, or a small suit actor. A small woman, a short man, I don't know. Just... If you want to get a really tall person and a really short person, just hire a really tall person and a really short person. Or a child.
Or do camera works, and just film extreme close up at angles that make it look like they're on level ground, Yeah,
like, do the whole Gandalf and Frodo thing. You fucking force perspective.
Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure they could do this, but yeah, no. But they decided, we're gonna have a CGI character, so that way it forces us to do all these weird camera tricks every time we have to do a certain shot, right?
Yeah.
It makes it look very fucking awkward,
To be fair, at least with this,
bad, yeah.
at least with this CGI character, unlike Evil Titty Live, that whole moment with Kagero, at least it doesn't look like he was filmed in a separate green screen. They just threw him in there as a CGI character.
Right. Yeah, no, the way that they have this character move is really funny and bad. Right. It's hilarious. Yes, anyway, he goes around stealing people's stuff.
Yeah, he's a dog, so he's going around trying to eat some stuff. He's just a dog trying to make it work.
Right. And everyone only sees him as a dog, you know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it turns out that the Dragoku has a family in the country that he goes back and just casually says, "Hey, this is what I turn into."
Yeah. Hey, look. Look. I made it. I made it big in the cities, you know.
Yeah, right? I'm a big city. I'm a big shot. I don't need this shit anymore. Fuck your watermelon.
I'm no longer a loser, you know, right?
That chicken on a stick looks real good, though.
Oh, yeah. You guys have to respect me now, right? You guys have to think I'm cool now, right? Look, I have a job, right?
Yeah,
you know?
And it turns out that nobody fucking respects him, and they just think that, okay, I bet you're doing real great with your fucking goddamn, you like your cosplay shit. You have fun with that.
Hey, look. At least he's in the city while all these people are still in the middle of the fucking country, you know? Right?
Yeah, I guess his mom has got some weird buck teeth shit. That's real fucked up. Just because she's from the country doesn't mean that she has to have no dental plan. It's Japan. None of you have real good dental.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so then he leaves and like, okay, look, alright, bye now, I have to go.
Yeah, yeah. It sure would be great if I was actually respected by literally anybody in this series.
Right? Yeah. And it wasn't until like literally the last second before he leaves that he proves to his childhood friend, right? Oh yeah, that's who that girl is. It's supposed to be
I thought that was his sister. I mean, to be fair, it's the country. I know that it's not, Japan doesn't have Alabama, but I figured it was probably pretty similar.
Right? Yeah, he proves to his childhood friend that, hey, look, I told you I'm a real Sentai Ranger, you know?
Yeah.
Right? And not a Kamen Rider, right?
Yeah, I'm a real boy. A real fake boy.
Yep. So he leaves, and then meanwhile Inu brother is fucking still like, hey, I'm still stuck at a dog. Hey look, is that Natsume? Check me out, I'm over here.
Yeah, as a dog, I could smell that. I could smell her smell between her legs at any point.
Right, and then I'm cursed, so I can't actually do anything. So everyone sees me as a weird fucking dog. But they interact with me like I'm a small child. So this scene, if you think about it, doesn't really make sense the way that she holds him up as a small child if she's seeing him as a small dog.
I mean, some people say that you're supposed to hold dogs and pets like a baby. You cradle them, you curl them up like a football.
I guess. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. Then I'm just reminded by how weird this fucking Inu brother puppet looks and how awkward everyone has to move.
It's kind of a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, right. Because I think Toei realized they only had enough money to make one Inu brother puppet, right? And they have to use this for the rest of the show for the series. So like, oh boy, hey, we can't break this puppet.
Yeah, don't let anybody break the puppet. It's
our
puppet.
If we're gonna drop it, make sure you drop it really lightly on the ground. You know, right? Yes. Right, because we can't afford to get another puppet.
Jim Henson's been dead for years, and there's no way that we'll be able to get him to make another one of these.
We spent a lot of money on this puppet.
It's like that movie that came out a few years ago with the whatever the raunchy puppets were or whatever.
Was it Happy Time Murder, I think it was called?
Was that what it was? The Happy Time Murders? The Happy Time.
Yeah, it had Melissa McCarthy in it, right? She was playing the
Yep, that's what it was. Yep, Melissa McCarthy and a puppet. Yep, that's absolutely what it was. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Oh man, did people not like this movie?
People really didn't like that movie. I thought it would be funny, and then people immediately said it was dog shit, so I didn't waste my money, because back then, William, just like then, William, didn't, just like I do now, I did not have money, so I did not decide to spend money on a bad movie. I chose life. Even if my life is sad.
I remember watching this movie, and I didn't think it was that bad. I just thought it was pretty... I knew what I was going into watching this movie with Puppet except they do raunchy stuff. And I got the money I paid for it, you know, right? I didn't come to this movie expecting a fucking Martin Scorsese Godfather story level. I was like, I'm going to see a puppet. Will I see a puppet dick? That would be pretty funny if I see a puppet dick.
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
I don't think I saw a puppet dick in that movie, though. So I was kind of disappointed with that. You know, so...
That's pretty lame. I, William, really would like to see some puppet penis. That's my favorite thing. Harry Potter puppet penis. That's my favorite show to watch on RedTube.
Yeah,
They might have thin walls, but they're gonna hear me tonight with all my meat slapping.
Yeah, so anyway, hey, Miho fucking passed out in the middle of the goddamn, in an alleyway, I guess, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's an alleyway with some, or it's like the alley by, like, a shrine, or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Right, and so he's like, uh-oh, I can't interact with her.
Yeah, so I also can't talk anymore. Again, it really is surprising that they would have a whole episode dedicated to focusing on this fucking CGI character and just have to goddamn, like, hyperimpose him over, like, layer him over fucking walking down this alleyway, which the amount of work alone just seems incredibly, like, unnecessary.
Hey, look, Toei thought they were gonna save money this season, you know, right? So I guess, right? By going all CGI, but here's the thing: if you're gonna say you're gonna save money on a season by going all CGI, right? The fact that you still have to use a practical puppet in certain shot, right, kind of defeats the purpose, you know, right?
Again, just hire a child. Go full Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Just hire 2 little babies and have them run around in a fucking suit and dangle some fish in front of them or something. I don't know what babies eat.
I'm pretty sure. So I don't know what the Japan labor law is on how, like, child actor for, like, suit action is, right? But I did saw that Kamen Rider Den-O special.
Yeah, where they had baby Den-O.
Yeah, where they had child Den-O, right?
I mean, I've heard you talk about that before. William, have heard you talk about that before. I wouldn't know anything about baby Den-O.
Right. Oh, yeah. So there was a Den-O special, you know, where Den-O went back in time and he possessed a small Japanese boy, right? And then when the small Japanese boy transformed into Den-O, he was in an actual rider's suit. Like, they actually had the money to make, like, an actual small Den-O suit for a small child, right? And they filmed with that. So I'm pretty sure the law... I don't know if it was because it was only for a movie, and they could get away with that, right? As opposed to like an actual TV show where they're required to film like 8 hours a week or some shit. They can't get an actor, right? But then at that point, you just hire multiple child actors, to be in the suit. Right?
That's the way you get around that stuff,
right? Because I know that's how it works in Ohio, I believe, because I'm watching the rehearsal with Nathan Fielder right now, right? And then there's an episode where he actually needs child actors, but then he explains to the audience that a child actor can only work like 4 hours a day, right?
Oh, that sounds about right.
I think he ends up hiring like 5-6 different child actors that they have to switch in between throughout the day for the project, right? Right, so I think it's just Toei being cheap, right? By not wanting to hire a child actor. But at the same time, I feel like the amount of work they're having to require to do now involving Inu Brother definitely looks like it takes up more money, right?
It can't be cheap. This seems like an incredible misplay on fucking Toei's part. I don't... I think they should really take a page out of Kamen Rider and just, when they realize that something isn't going to work, they should just give up and try and do something completely different.
Right? Like just switch it. Look, just stop filming in the mountains and then switch to filming in the city, you know, right? Just kick off the original director, right? And then bring a new director to write the last 12 episodes, the last 15 episodes of your series, and don't abandon any story threads, you know?
Yeah,
right?
It's all good now.
Right? But yeah, so hey, anyway, like I said, this puppet is really fucking weird. I don't like it. It's good for a sub shot, but the fact that they keep focusing on the puppet, right, makes it look really fucking weird and like I guess you could say the uncanny valley.
It's
right?
not I mean, it was CGI. I mean, the honestly, I guess it's less ridiculous when it's the puppet just alone. It gets to the uncanny valley when it's the fucking CGI creature nightmare thing trying to move. But I was going to say, speaking of puppets, I guess this man is somebody that I, William, should know who he is. Is that the detective trying to arrest Inu Brother?
Oh yeah. That's the detective that's been hunting Inu Brother, but who died one episode and then came back in another. Alright, so basically the plot with the detective, right, as you remember, right?
Yeah, because he's kind of acting like a weird zombie right now.
Yeah, as you know, he was in the episode that was focused on him. He's retired. He's like, oh boy, hey, look, next week, look, this week's my final week. You know, I'm retiring next week. I'm going on vacation, you know, right? I planned out my retirement plan, right? So that happened. And then exactly, he's literally on his vacation. He's going out to his vacation, right, on the bus to some fucking part of Japan, right? And then his bus gets attacked, right, by a literal mysterious lost fog, right? And then he comes back the next episode after that, and he's like, uh-oh. And then it's clear to tell that this is not the same detective character anymore, and that he's being possessed by something.
It sure seems like it, and it seems like it's the same kind of thing that's possessing Miho.
Yeah, that's right. This is the demon that said, you know, right? Yeah, this is the exact same demon that took Natsume 10 years ago, right? Or I'm sorry, a year ago, you know, right? So it's like I said, the plot element of the show is really insane with what's going on so far. But I don't know who the fuck the main villain is. I don't know what the fuck everyone's end goal is in this show. But anyway, the detective monster realized, there's bigger fish here. I can't beat. This is a bigger predator than me.
Yep, I can't fight this one. I'm going to step back.
I'm gonna leave.
I choose life.
Right? I'm leaving. Right, yeah, so then Inu Brother wakes up and realizes that, Natsume is not who I think it is. And then he develops amnesia?
I guess.
For a sec?
I mean, he turns into a dog, too.
Yeah. I guess it must be that dog's curse, you know. Right? The curse of this weird, mysterious dog.
Even though it's a completely different dog. Like, the dog initially was like a fucking goddamn corgi. And now he's turned into like a Labrador or something.
Right. Yeah, so then all the Rangers team up to fucking murder to beat the shit up the Hitsotsuki, and then because we have to remember they're in the show. You know,
hey, right? We're also here. Also, hey, speaking of, we're also here. And also speaking of, boy, just when I thought that we couldn't have that bad green screen from fucking Kamen Rider Revice, there he is. It's evil Jiro, and he's fucking just as poorly green screened in as Kagero. They really gotta stop doing multiple personalities being out at the same time. It's not good. It's very bad. They're very bad at this. I don't understand how they're so bad at this in a show, and it literally in a series that is so CGI focused. It's so weird.
Also, it's look, Toei's been doing this shit for like almost 50 years now. You think they would learn at some point, you know, how to fucking up their special effects, you know, right?
Or hire twins! Just hire twins! Jesus Christ!
Oh, God, how many twin Japanese actors could there be in Japan, you know?
I don't...
Right.
William, wouldn't know about this, but there was literally a season of Kamen Rider called Kamen Rider Wizard, I believe, where they had an entire twin plot point, and they did it perfectly fine with just having the same girl play different characters. They did it fine. They figured it out. But somehow they can't get this shit straight fucking goddamn 7 years later.
Oh boy, hey. So speaking of twins, right? It's also real funny that we're talking about Geki Ranger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because in Geki Ranger, the main Blue Ranger, the actor, actually had a twin brother. And that they actually called in the twin brother in an episode where the Green Ranger was having like his inner conflict, right? So he had to fight his demons, right? Which was himself, obviously, right?
Awesome.
Right? And but instead of actually doing a shitty green screen, they just call up his twin brother, right? He's like, hey, we need you to play the evil version of your brother this episode. And he was like, okay, you know, right? And then both brothers later became the voice actor for Yuya in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5.
What?
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Oh, wait, you mean William, also wouldn't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! But you mean the two brothers wound up voicing all four of the weird dimensional versions of Yuya?
Nope, they voiced, both brother voiced,
yeah,
I think,
both brothers voiced two respective dimensional counterparts.
Yes, of Yuya.
So one was Yuya and Yuri, I believe, and one was Yuto and Yugo. I think that's the way that it's split. William, because I'm clearly William, wouldn't know anything about this, but I think that's what it was.
I know. I think in Arc 5 they had 4 different voice actors.
No, they had two. They had two. If I William, who's still definitely William, remember it correctly, is they had 2 different voice actors voicing the 4 different counterparts.
Boy, I need to look this up. Because I know in the US dub, they had one actor voice all 4.
Yes, it's very weird. I, William, have not watched it, but I know that Tariq recently watched it with his very beautiful girlfriend that I am not allowed to touch.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, wait, hold on. Maybe that would be... Yes, I think...
Manpei Takagi and Shinpei Takagi.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, those are the brothers' names. Yep.
But then Yuri and... Wait, what? Hold on. Wait. Yuya's voiced by Giorno Giovanna? What the fuck? It's fucking Kensho Ono! The fuck?
Okay, yeah.
Hold on, no. This is taking a side story. Hey, oh boy, oh boy, I sure wish Tariq was here so he could fucking react to this. Oh man, he was Kuriko and Kuriko. Whoa, boy. Uh-oh. Yuya's a lot of things. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, he's Octagawa and Bungo Bango? Bungo Stray Dogs? He's Flosh in Attack on Titan? Uh-oh.
He also voices...
He's Yuri Breyer in Spy Family?
He's also the official dub actor for Harry Potter.
Oh, see? They gotta have to assign an act... Jesus Christ. They had Kensho Ono in this fucking... How did they get Kensho Ono in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5? I guess it was early enough in his career, but damn. The fuck?
Alright, yeah. Okay, yeah. So they had... Okay, yeah. So in Arc 5, for the 4 Yuyas, right?
Yeah, because I know nothing about Arc 5. Tell me all about Arc 5. Let's have a quick aside where you teach me, William, about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Alright, so in Arc 5, there's one character, and he has 3-dimensional counterparts, alright? So they had 3 different voice actor throughout, where they had the main guy voice him, and another counterpart, and they had the twin brothers from Geki Ranger voice the other 2-dimension counterparts.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. See,
Yeah.
I knew this was really bad to art.
I mean, it was. Yeah. I was kind of on the same point. I knew that one character voiced two of them, and I thought that it was, I knew that one person voiced two of the characters. I thought that it was the other way around, but I guess they just chose the two twins. I don't really see why they did that, but I guess they are so bad at acting that they couldn't fucking get, or voice acting, that they couldn't get them to do two different voices. It's pretty stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unlike in the English dub of R5, where they had one guy voice all four characters.
I'm gonna be honest. I, William, have never watched it, but from what I've heard from Tariq, who's way better than me, and actually can watch it with a significant other that loves him, and has a good relationship with, and actually has physical intimacy with, from what I've heard, that one voice actor did a lot of work. It actually turned out okay. I mean...
Yeah, I assume so. It was... Because they made him voice... I'm looking... So he voices Yuya, he voices Yuto, he voices Yugo, Yuri, then he also voices Zark.
Yep.
And then he voices the dad? That's 5 characters.
Yep. That's 6 characters, technically.
Oh, yeah, 6 characters. Jesus Christ.
Yep. But he does a job. He does an okay job at all of them. It's pretty impressive. Also, the guy who... William, wouldn't know this, which honestly I think is probably the title of this episode, is just I, William, don't know anything. Who does not know anything. I, William, wouldn't know this, but the guy who played Kurosaki Shun, a.k.a. Shea Obsidian, a.k.a. the guy who likes birds way too much, he wound up becoming a pretty prominent voice actor in other stuff, like not Kamen Rider, Ari Furita. He was the main character in Ari Furita, which is just another fucking isekai shit.
I'm curious, did they also do the same thing with the female girl that season as well?
I believe so.
Alright, I'm going to her voice actress page.
Emily Bauer. Emily Bauer. Emily Bauer.
Yep.
Emily Bauer. Yep. I'm pretty sure it's just Emily Bauer.
Yeah. Yep. She voices all 4-dimensional counterpart, including the original form as well.
Oh, here's the other thing. That the guy who voiced the English voice actor for the fucking Kurosaki Shun was. He's also Chrome in Dr. Stone and the main character in Darling in the Franxx.
Oh. Huh. Interesting.
And then also he apparently is credited as male prisoners killed by Foo Fighters in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6.
Oh.
Which is probably his most notable role yet.
Alright, anyway, so now that we went on that weird tangent...
Yeah, anyway, coming back to it, hey, we got a monkey and a dragon and they're gonna combine. Oh boy, here's... Yeah. Again...
Alright, so here's my problem with this shit. Don Goku, or the fuck his name is, right?
Yeah.
So his main color scheme is gold, right?
Yep, and the other one is kind of silver added on to gold.
Yeah, right? And then when the silver form transformed, right? He's based on the silver tiger, the white tiger, right? From it, right? So when he turns to his stupid avatar form, right? It's a fucking purple tiger. I'm like...
Yeah, white turns to purple if you just add purple.
They really dropped the ball on that one, you know. I feel like they had a good...
I also really don't get why it's purple. Where did the purple come from? Like...
Yeah.
What's the reason?
It's really confusing, you know, right? You would think that his avatar form, where he transformed, would also be a fucking white tiger or silver tiger or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But no, it's purple, and it really makes no sense, and I'm really annoyed by it, right?
I guess they thought that purple and gold made a better color palette combination than than gold and silver. I don't think that's accurate, but sure.
But the problem is they've done gold and silver combination within the show or within past Sentai already, so it absolutely makes no sense to do this.
Yeah, also...
To do this weird purple...
Yellow and silver, yellow and purple is no worse of a color combination, in my opinion, than gold and silver.
It's really weird.
Yeah. Right. But anyway, so they just, then...
Yeah, they beat the shit out of this monster.
Yeah, they fight in Digi World, but also they are human-sized for a second, and that's weird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's their avatar. That's their avatar form, you know?
Yeah, so then they go fight in Digispace, I guess.
Yeah. And then they fix the curse of the dog shrine, I guess, which is, right?
It's also not a shrine, it's just a dog that got hit on the side of the road. And it's just a kid. It's just a kid that hit a dog. Or whose dog got hit by a car. And then
Yeah, so here's the problem with this, right? By the end of it, right? So it's established that it was originally Inu brother that disrupted the shrine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but the end of it, we have fucking Tsuyoshi and Miho who fixed the shrine, right? And I don't think that's supposed to be the lesson of the day we're supposed to learn.
It's
right?
respect dead dogs. Otherwise, all dogs don't get to go to heaven.
Right, but the problem is this was fucking Inu brother's fault, right? And he should have been the one that learned this. I was like, oh, I should go back and fix the dog shrine.
Well, he was over there earlier, and then he didn't fix it. So if he couldn't realize it then, he wasn't gonna realize it later.
I don't know, look, he could have backtracked at some point and realized it, but...
Also, it seems pretty irresponsible that anything that, like, any dog, like, any dead dog grave being disturbed could fucking turn you into a fucking dog for the rest of your life. That seems pretty fucking stupid, because literally anybody could accidentally...
Imagine what would happen if
it's right next to a playground. Imagine if a fucking, like, rock goes down, like, oops, I was playing around and someone knocked me over and then I knocked over the soccer... It's a fucking soccer ball at a collar! Like, it's asking to roll over. Is this just gonna be a problem until that soccer ball deflates? Right?
It's really weird how this... Like this is the resolution we get. Like, I'm not a big fan of this resolution, right? Right, because we clearly established that the problem with the curse, the source of the curse was Inu brother, I don't remember this fucking character's name at this point.
Inuzuka, I don't know.
Inuzuka, right? We started that it's Inuzuka's fault for disrupting the shrine, but then there's like two other characters that fixes the problem, like, oh, okay, that's...
Also,
you know.
I mean, truly, bring back to the core point of, honestly, this entire show, which seems to be a bunch of people doing different things that happen to coincidentally relate to each other sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, he transforms back right after, while he's in the middle of eating dog food, like the bitch that he is. I'm sure that small girl isn't going to be traumatized for life. With the idea of, oh no, my dog turned into a 25-year-old man.
And look, he's already running from the law, you know. We can add this onto the list of things he's being wanted for, you know, right? Right? Of him hanging out with this small child, right? The worst part is he continues eating it, right? And
I mean, he wasn't going to spit it out. It was perfectly good food. He's homeless.
Yeah, that is true. Right. Alright, that's this week's episode.
Yep,
right,
me William, know nothing. Me stupid, have brain damage.
Alright. Hey, maybe after this, you can go watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, you know, right? And let me know how much, boy, what's the name of the English voice actor? It's Michael something. It's, Michael, what is it? It's, fuck, I just had the wait. Michael Liscio?
Sure.
Michael Liscio.
I'm William, and I'm too stupid to know.
You can tell me how hard he carries Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 on his back, you know?
Yep.
Right.
Anyway, my name's William, and I'm real stupid. I'm William, and I won't dox myself, but I could. I really could. Sure hope I get better soon, so that I can stop threatening that.
Alright, that's this week's episode. Coronavirus is still a thing. Watch us wear a mask, get your shots. The booster's a thing now. Kate, thanks, bye.